Hey everybody, this is my goldfish and koi pond. I've got 4 black koi in here and the rest are all just common goldfish. I bought them as feeders. But the point of this video is going to be about the decor that we are going to start to work on. I'm heading out the reservoir today. I'm looking for some woodwork that's either going to be in the water as sort of a central piece of we'll call it driftwood, as you would in an aquarium, even though I always have a little problem with the issue of calling something driftwood. When I pull it up off the bottom of a lake, it's not really drifting anywhere at that point. Anyway, what I had originally tended to do on this pond was to plant a tree, right? You see where this hump is and the water divides and goes around it. I wanted to have a small Japanese maple growing up out of there, and I realize now that it's not practical. The only way I'd really be able to do that would be to start with a seed and just make a slit in the plastic. I can't really lift it up and dig to plant a tree there at this point. I should have done that first and then put the liner around it, and so I've kind of ruined that idea for myself. We are going to put a maple tree up here somewhere and hopefully it'll still hang over this way to some degree. But in the meantime, what I think I want to do is get a piece of wood that is going to lay across here and give us sort of a fallen tree effect. And I'm heading out to the reservoir today. I'm on a scouting mission. I'm going to see if I can find any suitable pieces of woodwork. I'm hoping to find something that has some plants and stuff growing on it already, although I'll probably find it in a fairly shaded area and this will be too much sun for whatever's growing on it, but we'll have to just wait and see how that plays out. I do have an umbrella for this. You can see the little black holder in the ground right there. That allows that umbrella to completely cover this. So anyway, before I go out on a scouting expedition, because I wouldn't be bringing back anything today anyway, I'm going out in my small fast kayak just looking around, but I do have an idea of something we can put in there, and it's this. I found this piece of wood out at the reservoir 2 years ago, maybe year and a half ago. At the very least, it was last summer or earlier. I don't know. It's been a long time that this piece of wood has been sitting in here. And I am beginning to get the suspicion that it is not going to sink. It is just, this end of it will not sink. It's just been sitting up there forever. And I'm kind of getting tired of looking at it floating in there. It's a really cool looking piece of wood, but it just never really worked out in this tank. And so I think what I want to do is just throw this outside, if nothing else, just for temporary, and then once we've got something bigger and better, then we can move this and we can throw it in, into the pond or down into the woods or whatever. I don't know. If anybody's interested in this and you want to pay a whole lot of money for shipping, I can send you a wet log. But anyway, let's get this out of here and let's go see what it looks like in the pond, because we are going to do this right now. And so there it is. I'm not really terribly happy with it. It just seems so small. So that is definitely only going to be there temporarily. But I wanted to get it out of the tank and I wanted to see what it looked like out here. I think ultimately it's going to wind up going in this corner. I do have some dwarf cattails planted in here. I've tried 2 of those now, and this is the second one that has done nothing since I've planted it. So I'm getting ready to pull that out of here, and maybe we'll put some iris or some other marginal type plant in there. You can see my what is that, pickerel rush. The pickerel rush is doing really well. That's growing nice and fast. And this is just a pile of floating like water sprite, stuff like that. I do have some Java fern in here that I planted, and I've got a little bit of crypt over there. I don't know how well that's going to do. And then of course you can also see my water lily is already doing pretty well and sending up lots of little pads and everything. But as far as that piece of wood goes, that's just not very big. I'm not terribly happy with it, so we're definitely going to go out looking for more. So if you're interested in having a look around my yard, I do yard tours on my other channel. If you're not familiar with my other channel, you can go down to the description below. There's links to Dan's Outdoors and More. I will be doing some kayaking videos out there probably today. And again, if you enjoy this sort of video, this outdoorsy kind of stuff, then you can check that channel out. It's always worth it. So that's it, everybody. That is a look at what that piece of wood looks like. It looked huge in my 55. And it looks tiny out here in the pond, as I kind of expected it would. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, I do a live stream every Friday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And for my members, I do a private live stream every Wednesday, so if you're interested in that, check out my membership area. It's a basic, simple membership. Will get you access to all the perks. So thanks for watching this one. See you real soon in the next one.